Hi, second graders. It's Miss Rayborn here. I'm excited that we're learning a little bit more about Georgia O'Keeffe. We just watched a new video, a Brain Pop video, that told us a little bit more about her. You're going to get a chance to share some knowledge about Georgia O'Keeffe a little bit later on, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's look at some more of her artwork up close. So these are some examples of some of her flowers. So this painting was painted in 1927 and it's called Oriental Poppies. Poppies are a kind of a flower. And what I love about them is she's zoomed way in. They're filling the whole canvas with the poppies. They're even sort of going off the edges of the canvas here and here and here and here. Now we know that a poppy in real life is probably about the size of the center of your palm of your hand. And yet here, she's made them really large because they are the focus of her artwork. She's really drawing attention to them. These beautiful colors have been mixed and blended together. The oranges and the reds sort of combine together to make sort of a fiery kind of a color. This color often kind of reminds me of Valentine's Day and love. Sometimes people give flowers to celebrate love and things like that. So that's the emotion that it makes me think of. Let's look at another one. So this one is called Lake George Reflection. So this is one of her landscapes. It's called a landscape because we're outside and we're looking at the land. You might have heard of a seascape before, which would be an ocean or a beach, or a mountainscape, might be mountains. We do have some mountains here as well. And this is a reflection. This is where the line of the water would be. And you can see that the mountain that's up here in person is reflected in the water down here. So we see these little shapes, which to me look like trees. And when I look at the colors here, I feel very calm. I don't know about you, but when I'm around water, especially, I feel very calm. And these colors remind me of water, even though it's called Lake George Reflection. So I know it's about a lake. These sort of blues and greens really make me feel very kind of calm and serene. So that's the emotion I'm feeling when I'm looking at this. This one is another flower. It's called White Trumpet. A trumpet is a kind of a flower, actually, along with a kind of a musical instrument. So you can see that, like the musical instrument that has a big open, almost kind of a triangular shape to start with a big open circle in the center, this one is the same. Again, it's really nice and big. It's filling the page. It's even going off the edges here in some places. We can see that there is a leaf back behind here, but not much background because she's really focused in on what she wants us to see. She's really filling the page. Sometimes people say that Georgia O'Keeffe flowers are like a bug's eye view, that you're looking at them so closely, it's like you're a little bug that's right there. Another one of the things that they talked about just a little bit are how she would gather and paint and portray bones. And some of us feel a little nervous about that. When I thought of bones, I sometimes think of things like Halloween. But when I see her paintings, I can tell that she really is so interested in the shape of them and the liveliness of them, which we learned about from a couple of our videos. Now, this one has kind of all of the Georgia O'Keeffe things in it. It has a landscape. We see hills in the background. Has a beautiful kind of calm, serene sky with these beautiful blooms. It has the bones here, and then it also has a flower. It says this is a white hollyhock flower. Okay, so this week we're going to be inspired by, and you're going to get to choose if you would like to draw a flower, a landscape, or some of her bones, or you could combine them all together into something like this. So in the next video over, I'm going to show you what we're going to do in our sketchbook. This week, we're going to do some practicing in our sketchbook inspired by Georgia O'Keeffe. And then you get a chance to share a fun fact with me, something you've learned about Georgia O'Keeffe for this week's assignment. So click over to the next side and I'll see you later.